Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Hello everyone, welcome to First PUC Statistics online classes. In the previous class we had discussed about calculation of geometric mean in case of ungrouped data. In this class we are going to discuss problems on geometric mean in case of group data. Let's start. So we know that in calculation of geometric mean there are two cases, that is case 1 and case 2. So here case 1 is ungrouped data. Case 2 is group data. And in the previous class we had discussed about to calculate geometric mean in case of ungrouped data. The formula is geometric mean is equal to anti-log of summation log x divided by small letter n. Here x in the sense that is observation. Here small letter n is that is number of observations. So that we had already discussed. So in this class we are going to discuss that is calculation of geometric mean in case of group data. So we know that in group data there are two types. One is discrete data. Another one is continuous data. So see here, to calculate geometric mean in case of discrete data and continuous data we are using same formula. That formula is geometric mean is equal to anti-log of summation f into log x divided by capital letter M. So to calculate geometric mean in case of discrete data and continuous data we are going to use same formula. That formula is geometric mean is equal to anti-log of summation f into log x divided by n. See, in case of discrete data the formula is, so in case of discrete data here f in the sense that is frequency, x in the sense that is value of observations, and capital letter n in the sense that is total frequency. Like that, in case of continuous data here f in the sense frequency and x in the sense that is midpoint of the class interval and capital letter n in the sense that is total frequency. Let's start problem number 1. Here the first problem is calculate geometric mean for the following distribution, and here given observations are x and f. Here x in the sense that is value of variable, f in the sense that is corresponding frequency, and x observations are 130, 135, 140, 145, 146, 148, 149, 150 and 157, and f observations are 3, 4, 6, 6, 3, 5, 2, 1 and 1. See, so here given frequency distribution is discrete frequency distribution, and here we need to calculate geometric mean. So to calculate geometric mean in case of discrete frequency distribution the formula is geometric mean is equal to anti-log of summation f into log x divided by capital letter n. So here the formula is geometric mean is equal to anti-log of geometric mean is equal to anti-log of summation f into log x divided by capital letter n. So see, here f observations are there and we need to calculate log x. Here x observations are there, next we need to calculate log x. So next column is log x. So how to calculate log x? So see, here the first x observation is 130. So in the sense we need to find log 130. So how to calculate log 130? See, in your calculator log term is there. So log of that value, that is 130. Log 130 is 2.1139. Then log 135, that is log of 135 is 2.1139. 1303. Next, log of 145, sorry, log of 140, right? Log of 140 is 2.1461. Then log 145 is, that is 2.1613. Then log 146 is 2.1643. Then log 148 is 2.1702. Then log 149 is 2.1731. Then log 50 is, log 150 is 2.1760. Then log 157 is 2.1958. See, here we got log x observations. Now see the formula. Based on formula we need f into log x. See, here log x is multiplied by f. So we need one more column, that is f into log x. So these are log x observations, these are f observations. Now see here, we need f into log x. See here, the first f observation is 3 and log x value is 2.1139. So then what is f into log x? That is 3 into 2.1139. 3 into 2.1139. So that is 6.3417. Then next f observation is 4 and log x is 2.1303. Then 4 into 2.1303 is 8.5212. Then 6 into 2.1461 is 12.8786. Next, 6 into 2.1613 is 12.9778. Sorry, 12.9678. Next, 3 into 2.1643 is 6.4929. Then 5 into 2.1702 is 10.851. Then 2 into 2.1731 is 4.3462. Then 1 into 2.1760 is 2.1760. Then 1 into 2.1958 is 2.1958. So these are f into log x observations. Now based on formula we need summation of f into log x. So next we need to find total of f into log x observations. That is 6.3417 plus 8.5212 plus 12.8786 plus 12.9678 plus 6.4929 plus 10.851 plus 4.3462 plus 2.1760 plus 2.1958. So here log summation f into log x is 66.7712. So next, see, this term is over, that we got summation f into log x is 66.7712. Next we need capital letter N. Here capital letter N is total frequency. So that total frequency is 3 plus 4 plus 6 plus 6 plus 3 plus 5 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1, that is 31. So here the first value is 3, 4, 6, 6, 3, 5, 2, 1, 1. So capital letter N is equal to 31. Okay, now I will substitute these two values under this formula. So geometric mean is equal to anti-log of summation f into log x, that is 66.7712 divided by capital letter N, that is 31. So which is equal to anti-log of 66.7712 divided by 31 is 2.1539. So next we need to find antilog of 2.1539. So how to calculate antilog? That is shift log of this value, that is value is 2.1539, that is 142.579. Okay, next move to problem number 2, that is calculate geometric mean. So here given observations are class intervals and frequency, and class intervals are 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 70, 70 to 80 and 60 to 70 and 70 to 80, and frequencies are 3, 23, 30, 22, 11 and 7. See here given frequency distributions are continuous frequency distribution, and here we need to calculate geometric mean. So to calculate geometric mean in case of continuous frequency distribution, the formula is geometric mean is equal to antilog of summation log f into log x divided by capital letter N. So see, based on formula we need x, so here f observations are there, these are f observations, isn't it? So based on formula we need to calculate x observation. So how to calculate x? I already explained here, x in the sense that is median. So how to get median? So to formula we can calculate median. Here median formula is upper class limit plus lower class limit divided by 2. So here x is nothing but that is midpoint. How to calculate midpoint? That is upper class limit plus lower class limit divided by 2. Here upper class limit is 30 and lower class limit is 20 divided by 2. So here median is 25. So in the next class 30 plus 40 divided by 2, 30 plus 40 divided by 2, here the midpoint is 35. Next here 40 plus 50 divided by 2, that is 45. 50 plus 60 divided by 2, that is 55. 60 plus 70 divided by 2, that is 65. Then 70 plus 80 divided by 2, that is 75. So these are the midpoints. So now we got x observations, then we can easily calculate log x. So next column is log x. So here log x value is, see x is 25, then we need to calculate log x, that is log 25 is 1.3979, then log 35 1.5440, then log 45 that is 1.6532, then log 55 that is 1.7403, then log 65 that is 1.8129, then log 75 that is 1.8750. So now we got log x terms. Okay, next based on formula we need f into log x observations. So to calculate sum of f into log x we need f into log x observations. So next column is f into log x. See here the first f observation is 7, log x value is 1.3979. So we need to calculate 7 into 1.3979. So that is 7 into 1.3979 is, that is 9.7853. Next 23 into 1. First one is 7 into 1.3979, that is 9.7853. Next we need to do 23 into 1.5440. Yeah, 23 into 1.5440. 23 into 5440, that is 35.512. Next 30 into 1.6532. 30 into 1.6532. Yeah, 30 into 1.6532, that is 49.596. Next 22 into 1.7403. 22 into 1.7403. Yeah, sorry, over 22 into 1.7403, right? Yeah, that value is 38.2866. Next 11 into 1.8129. Yeah, 11 into 1.8129, that is 19.9419. Next 7 into 1.8750. 7 into 1.8750, that is 13.125. So next, okay, now based on formula we need to find sum of f into log x observations. So that is total of f into log x observations. Summation here, sigma is nothing but that is summation. Summation is nothing but that is total of f into log x observations. So here the first observation is 9.7853 plus 35.512 plus 596 plus 38.2866 plus 19.9419 plus 13.125. So here sum of f into log x value is, that is 166.2468. 166.2468. Now I will substitute all this value. Before that we need to find capital letter N. Here capital letter N is nothing but that is total frequency. So how to calculate total frequency? That is 7 plus 23 plus 30 plus 22 plus 11 plus 7. So here capital letter N value is 100. So this is equal to anti-log of summation f into log x, that is 166.2468 divided by capital letter N, that is 100. So this is equal to anti-log of 166.2468 divided by 100, that is 1.6624. So this is equal to anti-log of 1.6624. How to calculate anti-log? That is shift log, then this value. That value is 1.6624. That value is 45.9621. So here geometric mean value is, geometric mean is 45.9621. Okay, next move to problem number 3. So here the problem number 3 is calculate geometric mean for the following data, and here given informations are x and f. Here x is nothing but that is value of variable, f is corresponding frequency. So here x observations are 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50, and f observations are 8, 10, 20, 15 and 7. So next, so you see here given frequency distributions are, that is discrete frequency distribution, and here we need to calculate geometric mean. So to calculate geometric mean in case of discrete frequency distribution, the formula is geometric mean is equal to anti-log of summation f into log x divided by capital letter N. So okay, first I will calculate capital letter N. Here capital letter N is total frequency. So total frequency is 8 plus 10 plus 20 plus 15 plus 7. So here capital letter N is 60. So next we need to find log x. So next column is log x, that is log x, here x is 10, so log 10. How to calculate? In your calculator log term is there, log 10 that is 1, then log 2 that is log 20, right? Yeah, log 20 that is 1.3010, then log 30 that is 1.4771, next log 40 that is 1.6020, then log 50 that is 1.6989. Yeah, next we need f into log x. To calculate summation we need f into log x called observations. See here log x observations are there, f observations are, next we need to do this into this. So here f observation is 8 into log x is 1, so 8 into 1 that is 8. Then here f observation is 10, log x is 1.3010, so 10 into 1.3010 is 13.01. Next here f observation is 20 into log x, that is 1.4771, that is 29.542. Next 15 into 1.6020, that is 24.03. Next 7 into 1.6989, that is 11.8923. So next, so we need, based on this formula, we need sum of f into log x values. So that is 8 plus 13.01 plus 29.542 plus 24.03 plus 11.8923. That now we got summation f into log x. That value is 86.4743. So now I will substitute these two values under this formula. So geometric mean is equal to anti-log of summation f into log x is 86.4743 divided by capital letter N. So capital letter N value is 60. So this is equal to anti-log of 86.4743 divided by 60 is, that is 1.4412. Then how to calculate anti-log? That is shift log of this value. So here the value is, that is 1.4412. That value is, here we got 27.618. Here we got geometric mean is 27.618. Okay, let's move to problem number 4. So here the fourth problem is calculate geometric mean for the following data, and here given informations are class intervals and frequency. So here given class intervals are 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40 and 40 to 50, and frequencies are 8, 12, 26 and 4. See here given set of frequencies are, that frequency distributions are continuous frequency distribution, and here we are going to calculate, that is geometric mean. So to calculate geometric mean in case of continuous frequency distribution, the formula is geometric mean is equal to anti-log of summation f into log x divided by capital letter N. So this is equal to, see, first I will calculate capital letter N. Here capital letter N is total frequency. Here total frequency is 8 plus 12 plus 20 plus 6 plus 4, that is 50. So next we need x observation. See, in this is continuous frequency distribution, isn't it? So in this case we need to get x, here x is, that is midpoint. So how to calculate x here, that is lower class limit plus upper class limit divided by 2, then we will get midpoint value. So how to calculate midpoint, that is lower class limit plus upper class limit divided by 2. Here lower class limit is 0, upper class limit is 10. So 0 plus 10 divided by 2, that is 5. 10 plus 20 divided by 2, that is 15. 20 plus 30 divided by 2, that is 25. 30 plus 40 divided by 2, that is 35. Then 40 plus 50 divided by 2, that is 45. So here we got x observations. Next we need log x. So that is log 5, that is 0.6989. Then log 15, that is 1.1760. Next log 25, that is 1.3979. Then log 35, that is 1.5440. Then log 45, that is 1.6532. So next column f into log x. So these are f observations and these are log x observations. Here the first f observation is 8, log x observation is 0.6989. So we need to do 8 into 0.6989. So that value is 5.5912. Next here f observation is 12 and log x observation is 1.1760. So that value is 14.112. Next here f observation is 20 and log x observation is 1.3979, that is 27.958. Next here f observation is 6 and log x is 1.5440, that is 9.264. And here next f observation is 4 and log observation is 1.6532, that the value is 6.6128. Yeah, 6.6128. So next, based on formula, we need to calculate sum of f into log x. So that is first value here 5.5912 plus 14 after that, first value 5.5912, next 14.112, next plus 27.958 plus 9.264 plus 6.6128. So here we got summation f into log x is 63.538. So this is equal to anti-log of summation f into log x, that is 63.538 divided by capital letter N, that is 50. So this is equal to anti-log of 63.538 divided by 50. Here we got 1.27076. And this is equal to, how to calculate anti-log, that is shift log of this value. So here the value is 1.27076. So here the anti-log value is 18.653. So here the geometric value is 18.653. So this is all about the calculation of geometric mean in case of group data. Thank you for watching this video.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.